Hi, my name is Dave. Today we're going to look at three little Lomo telescopes. Lomo telescopes are made in Russia and they're reputed to be very high quality, very robust, well built. Russian stuff usually is. Anyway, here we have the Lomo Little Mac. This is a 10 by 30 little handheld. It's not the classical Maksutov. It's what's called a Gregorian Maksutov, and it has a positive curvature to the front corrector plate. So I'll show you a close-up of that. But it does give you an erect image without having any mirrors or prisms in there. This is what's called the Captain. It's a 40 millimeter, 14 by 40, I believe. Similar kind of a design with the Gregorian Maksutov. And this is the Lomo Estelle 70. They made several Estelle 70, 90, 95 on up, I believe. And some of them had the cute little blue star pattern on the cover. I don't know if it was an imitation of Questar, but it certainly is attractive to me. Anyhow, this little Lomo Estelle, it's mounted on this is not Lomo or anything, it's just mounted on a little tripod here. I set it up on a tripod with an Equatorial Mount. Cute little devil, so that it's, you could actually use this as an equatorial telescope. This is a closer look at the Estelle 70 telescope. This is a standard Maksutov. You can see that it's kind of a bowl-shaped corrector there. And it's got the cute little cover. It's dinged up here a little bit. This is the focuser right here. Now these focusers, what they're doing here with this, and by the way, this is very smooth. It's more like a Questar. A lot of these are very sloppy. There's a lot of mirror slop when you move this. But in this one, it moves the mirror just a little tiny amount inside there. And it's very, very precise. This thing is really nice. Little peep scope finder here. Anyhow, that's the focuser. You can put any kind of 1.25" star diagonal hardware stuff on there. It comes with this Lomo zoom eyepiece, which goes anywhere from 24 to 8 millimeters. I'm not a big fan of zoom eyepieces. This gives you 40 power to about 120 power with this eyepiece. The convenience of having one eyepiece is kind of nice, but they have a narrow field of view, so it's not that great. This has a 70 millimeter aperture, 925 millimeter focal length. It's a lot of focal length in a little package. Let me just show you how this comes off. This is just a standard 1/4 thread deal here, so you can put that on any tripod. The Equatorial Mount is probably really not necessary, although it's very nice with this. The kind of magnifications you get with this. This is more of a sort of a planetary type scope. And you can compare that corrector with this one. Look at that thing. And look at the central obstruction on this little Mac. It's a huge central obstruction. This thing, the optics on this thing are fine, but with that central obstruction, it just really doesn't give you great performance. It's also, believe it or not, a little hard to hold. It's a 1030. It would be nice if it was actually heavier. It's nice and lightweight. If you really have to have something compact, if you're going up on the space shuttle or something maybe, this would be an ideal little telescope to have with you, just for the sheer weight and convenience of it. Now on the other hand, this one, this is a kind of an in-between. This is a 14 by 40. Notice that the central obstruction is smaller in this one, so it does give you really good performance. But this one is a horrible thing to try and handhold. And in this particular model, I don't have a way to mount that on a tripod. 10 by 40 is about the limit. This is a 14 by 40. It's very hard. The thing shakes all over the place. You're better off to have some 10 by 50 binoculars, or 10 by 35 or 7 by 35 binoculars would actually do a better job than this. So I don't much like the design for that. Well, what's my overall impression of these telescopes? First of all, they're cute as a bug. I mean, good night. How can you reject something like that? And it's got the little star thing on there. They're charming, quite charming. As far as being totally useful, I don't particularly think these two are that useful. However, this one, when I bought this, so let me be perfectly honest. When I bought this, I was hoping for a baby Questar. Here's the Lomo 70, poor man's Questar. I sort of doubt it. It's not going to compare in any realistic fashion. It's got the nifty constellations painted on, but if you look at it closely, it's really not even as nice, nowhere near as nice as the Questar. Fun, let's compare the star diagrams on both scopes. This is the Lomo. Look at Orion there, near the center of the picture. There's Orion near the center of the image on this one. On the Questar, I think you'll find that even the star diagrams are far superior on the Questar. Is that surprising? Nothing about this scope is quite up to the quality of Questar. I hope you've enjoyed having a look at these cute little Lomo telescopes. Thank you for watching.